What's going on, Amazon sellers? Coach Chris Specht, the wise guy, on Instagram. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because in my YouTube channel I give you great tips and strategies on how you can impact your Amazon selling business immediately and start making money as soon as your products drop in your Amazon store. So all of this week we've been going through daily. I've been giving you strategies and tips on what will impact your business immediately. So we are now officially on tip number 4, and to review the prior tips I've given you quickly, tip number 1 was to grow your inventory. I'm going to throw a card up here if you need to know what you need to do to grow your inventory. That's strategy number 1. It's by far the most important factor to making a lot of money when you're selling on Amazon. Tip number 2 is to run your automatic pricer. Again, I'll throw that second card right here. It is the second most important factor after growing your inventory. You need to start running your automatic pricer. That will ensure that you are making money while you sleep and sales are generated and not missed. Tip number 3 was advertise. You want to triple your income? Start advertising using Amazon's platform, their pay-per-click system. In that tip right here, I'll give you a strategy that I would recommend for any seller, whether you're new, intermediate, or advanced. You gotta have this ad running, and you can try some of the other new ads that Amazon are adding into their platform. I mean, they have some really great ads right now where you can target your ad to page 1 if you're willing to spend some income. But the advertising tip that I gave you is a low cost, high effective ad to run on Amazon. So today's tip number 4, and what we're going to talk about today, and just before I get into it, guys, make sure that you jump onto my Instagram page and like me on Instagram at The Wise Guy. Link will be in the message below, so check me out there for more information. Make sure you follow me there. Jump onto my Facebook group at Coach Chris Specht. My real popular Facebook group that a lot of people know me for is Amazon FBA Product Research Club. I haven't really mentioned those pages all that much in these videos, but I should give it a shout out. Amazon FBA Product Research Club on Facebook currently has about 600 members. And on there I do product research. So if you're interested in product research, how to do product research for your private label business, jump on there and follow along in that page. But to get right into it, so tip number 4 for selling on Amazon. Once you've executed the first 3 strategies, number 4 thing you want to do is you want to start swimming. What is swimming? Swimming is a really simple concept. It stands for source what inventory is moving. Okay, so that becomes a real effective way to start increasing the amount of money you're making, because you're now going to target and source and buy the inventory that's selling in your inventory. So you got a lot of inventory, you're growing your inventory. Let's say now you have 200 different products that are selling on Amazon. Now you're running your automated pricer and you're always capturing the best price. You have that buy box. And now you're advertising, so it's starting to attract more customers to products that maybe those customers might not have seen that are in your inventory. And things are starting to sell on a day-to-day basis, whether you're making 5, 10, 15, 20 sales a day, maybe you're making 50 sales a day. What you're going to start to generate is you're going to start to generate some analytics or some measurements of what inventory is selling. What stock are you running out of on Amazon? And that stuff is obviously going to be very apparent to you, because when you're on Seller Central, you're going to notice, I've sold 4 of these today. I've sold 5 of those today. So now the next step is for you to start writing down exact products that you are selling a lot of. So I'll give you an example. I have a product that is in what would be the category? It's not personal care. It's in the home improvement category, and it is an everyday cleaning supply product that I just happened to scan and found that it was actually selling for a pretty decent profit. It was making me, it would cost me $2. It would make me $3.50 after all fees. So I decided, well, let's dump 10 units in my inventory and see how it sells. And I think within the first 2 or 3 days, we sold all that inventory. It was selling 2 or 3 a day. I think in one day it sold 4. So in those 3 days of testing the product, I was able to determine, 1, it's popular, there's demand. 2, that it was making me money. And 3, that the demand was consistent. Every day I was making money selling the product every day, even though it might not sound like a lot. $3.50 times 3 is just $10. But if you can find or start to build a lot of those products that you can source that are commodities or that are hot or trending products that sell a lot of on a daily basis, if you can start to source those products, then you can really impact your bottom line, because it'll add up. One thing I know, that I may have started with 1 or 2 of these, but now in my retail arbitrage business, we have over 50 of these kinds of products. So sourcing the products that are moving in your inventory become extremely key. So the next sourcing trip, what did we do? We tried to source 50 units instead of 10. So we successfully found 50 of these units, sent them all to Amazon, and the same thing happened. We saw daily consistent sales, whether it be 2 a day, to as high as, I think in one day we sold 10 units. You can imagine how fast your inventory would sell. So I think the second run, it took us about 2 weeks to sell 50 units, which if you times that by 2, that's 100 units you could sell in a month essentially. 100 times $3.50 is $350 profit per month. Again, that's not maybe a lot for a person who is, going, well, hey coach, that's just $350, not $3.50, that's not a lot of profit. Again, it's a multiplying product. It's a product that people will buy more than one of. They'll buy 2, maybe 3. In this particular product's case, we sold 10 in a day. And that is just one product. So once you start learning the strategy of evaluating your inventory and the prior strategies and incorporating those, you're going to start to see those products that are standouts. And then your sourcing trips become way more purposeful. Having a purpose when you are actually sourcing is really important. I coined it swimming. So, I'll say, hey, my wife, Karen, I'm going to go out swimming today. She knows exactly what that means. It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to go down to our pool, start doing laps. It means I'm going to go do retail arbitrage, but I'm in and out of the stores and I'm targeting specific products. When I'm swimming, I'm not scanning anything else but the products I'm trying to find. I have a list, it's in my head, or it's written down in my phone, and I know exact what aisles I need to get to in stores, and the goal is to hit as many possible stores as I can in one day. I think my record in one day is 20 locations in a radius of 30 kilometers, which is about 15 miles. So 20 different stores, 50 miles, a whole entire day of jumping into a store, telling myself, or if my wife's with me, we're going to be in and out of this store in 30 minutes. We're going to grab all the stock that we need, put it in a cart, pay for it, and on to the next store. And I think we were to record up at 20 different locations, sourcing all the inventory that we needed, and then next day or whatever, we would package that all up and ship it to Amazon. Now, here is the kicker. You know, in the video, beginning of the video, I should say, hey, stay till the end. But for all of you guys who stayed till the end, I'm going to give you this bonus strategy when it comes to swimming. And it encompasses what online arbitrage does and the value of online arbitrage. Now, a lot of people who do online arbitrage, they're not, again, necessarily doing online arbitrage with a purpose. They are doing it with a strategy of just trying to find products. They're trying to essentially go through all the clearance and all the clicks, and the biggest problem with online arbitrage is it is really slow. It can be a really long process of trying to find products. But if you incorporate online arbitrage into this particular strategy, whereby you know what products are selling a lot for you. So for example, household products that I sell a lot of on a day-to-day basis. Now what I do is I swim online and I'll go to the websites and I will source by just searching for those products online. And if the prices are right, then I will shop for them online. Huge advantage is they'll come boxed up for you. You can buy a lot more inventory than having to drive around your entire city, neighborhood, neighboring cities to source the inventory, hit or miss, because now every store, when you're doing it door to door, has the inventory. They may be sold out or whatever the case may be. So you can get really efficient when you know what you're selling a lot of, and you start to swim and you swim for it online. So I swim for a lot of my commodities online. And its funny thing is, a lot of my commodities are actually always priced low. They're not on sale. They just happen to sell for a lot more on Amazon. So these are everyday products that I've actually said and mentioned in prior videos. So if you start swimming through some of my old videos, you'll find some of the videos where I talk about groceries, home products, cleaning products, all these different products that I sell that actually are everyday low prices, but on Amazon, they just sell for a higher price for convenience for the people who are shopping for those products. So using online as a tool to help you find products faster and quicker and have them shipped direct to yourself is the number one way I do online arbitrage. The other thing is, when you're sourcing your products and you're swimming for inventory, it is important to add on and continually get more inventory while you're doing that if you have the time. But just set yourself up for success. Make sure that you can be consistent with your ability to source the same inventory over and over and over, but yet still grow. So that is tip number 4 for today. Thanks for hanging out. Again, smash that like button, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know in the comment below where you're from. Are you from Canada or the US, or are you international? And don't forget to hit the bell, because you'll be notified exactly when I'm going live, which is hopefully on a day-to-day basis. I missed yesterday, was super busy sourcing inventory. Should have probably done it. I was gonna do it in one of the stores. I ended up ending that live because my battery was dying. But that's tip number 4, super effective. This will do nothing but make you a lot more money and improve your retail arbitrage business. All right, guys, talk to you in a bit. Coach Crispect, the wise guy, on YouTube. Peace.